Z's already ruled out. Eve was ruled out. Is there any chance Eve could play tomorrow with the illness? Or
we'll see. We won't know until later on. Right now he's out tonight, so we'll see what he looks like.
And then we talked a little bit about Trey's three-point shooting, but Herb's numbers are very well, doing well and good this year. How important is it for him to have that confidence, considering how things, he was kind of up and down last year dealing with the injury and things like that? How is it nice to see him kind of see those threes going?
I think it's really nice to see Herb just play with confidence, play free, attack the basket. A lot of times they try to help off of him and leave. They'll leave him open for some of those shots, and he puts his work in. So it's good to see him knock him down.
3-point defense has been a bit of an issue. How is that communication going to get better? Is that really the key right now?
Yeah, I mean the biggest key is no two-way stunts in the paint, and so that's how teams are. They're driving us. They get into the paint. We're helping off of them and then trying to get back. You got to be there early to get out to shooters, and so that's a huge communication, huge point in our film sessions. Now we got to apply it.
And we talked about injuries before, but just kind of how frustrating is it that your best player is going to be out for a while, and how do you kind of process that?
Yeah, it's tough. It's always tough to see any of our guys go down. Definitely tough on Z and tough on our group. But it's an opportunity. I'll continue to say it. It's tough on one end, and on the other end, it's an opportunity for guys to step in and collectively step up to help the team.
It's obviously he missed, I think it was 27-ish games with left hamstring injury again last year, and now similar-ish injury. Is there any concern about the long term with that hamstring with him, and have you heard of anything from the medical staff on that end?
I haven't heard that there's a major concern. We're hoping that this will be short term as far as him being out. But look, I think the medical team, Z, everybody's going to do everything they can to get him back to the floor healthy.
Obviously, you don't grab some guy and say, go do what Z does.
Yeah.
It's got to be a collective effort. But how do you approach that specifically with your rotations, your lineup, and leaning on different guys?
Well, it definitely is. Guys are going to definitely have to step up, but it's more of a mentality that we want to be better at the simple than everybody else. Starting with defense, we talked about it, but keeping teams out of our paint, contesting shots at a high rate, rebounding the ball, taking away easy opportunities in transition. Those are the simple. Offensively, sharing the basketball, playing fast, 0.5 mentality. So can we execute the simple over and over again for 48 minutes? Every guy that steps on the floor just doing their jobs. That's how you collectively make up for guys being out.
Do you know when this Z injury popped up, like this specific hamstring?
I don't know exactly when it happened, but I'm imagining it was one of our recent games. He didn't do much at all in practice, and he got imaged later that day, and so we found out today.
Can you talk about the importance of the game tonight at home in between the 2 3-game road trips?
Yeah, every game is going to be important. We want to step out onto our home floor and carve out a win. And so, again, it's going to be collective. Guys will have to step up, and this is a great opportunity for us.
Well, how's Zion kind of handling the injury? I know he's working really hard to be
Yeah.
in shape and healthy this year. How's he handling?
I haven't spoken to him yet, but I'm sure it's tough on him. I'm sure it's tough. He's worked his tail off to be available for his teammates. So far, he individually is statistically having some success on the floor. So it's tough, man. But he's got to have a next play mentality. Try to do everything he can to get back on the floor and get healthy.
As the season goes on, do goals change over the course of the year? I'm sure you talked to Joe Dumars in the beginning about kind of what your expectations are, but as things come up, injuries, whatever it might be, do you have new conversations with him about kind of what the focus needs to be?
Well, right now, our goal is the same, is to go out, continue to compete at an extremely high level, give ourselves a chance to win every game that we play. Our guys going out playing up to our capability, applying all the things that we talk about. But as the season progresses, yes, absolutely, you have some talks and you continue to make adjustments. All right, thanks.